Hi, I'm Jean Nolte, editor at Fons & Porter.
And I'm Colleen Tauke. I'm the sewing specialist for Fons & Porter. In this tutorial, we will show you how to put together the quilt called Foxy.
To get the pattern for this quilt, go to shopfonsandporter.com/quiltingquickly. This is a quilt I actually made, and it all started with this piece of fabric. I saw this big stripe with the foxes on it, and my daughter loves foxes, so I thought this would just be a great focal piece for a quilt.
A lot of times we find fabrics that are printed, stripe, border kinds of things. But why always put those on the border? Why not bring them to the center of the quilt and make them our focus?
Right, this has two different kinds of stripes.
It does.
And they go across the width of the fabric. So I thought I would just cut a piece. So I kind of looked to see how big the stripes were, and I chose to make it 24.5 inches. So if you bought like 3/4 of a yard, you might want to buy a whole yard to be able to move around to cut your 24.5 inch piece out of it. So what you do is you cut your focal stripe or any focal fabric, 24.5 by 41, and that's going to be the center strip of your quilt. Then you also need 72 5-inch squares, and a lot of these you can buy in packs. Right. If you'd probably have to buy 2 packs, and you'd have a few extra, but this is a group of coordinating fabrics to go with that stripe.
Right. Usually when you find a stripe, there's a bunch of coordinates that go with it, and you're thinking, oh, I'd love to use all of them. This is the way to do it.
And this is probably one of the fastest quilts you'll ever make, because all you have to do is join these squares into rows and join the rows and add them on either side of the centerpiece, and you're done. So what we're going to do is take those squares and join them just into rows that are 9 wide. The top section has 3 rows, the bottom section has 5 rows. And
the nice part is that you can play with those fabrics because they're not really big sections, and you can scrap together, kind of spreading out your colors, maybe space the reds because they're usually really bright, kind of, or the navy blue, which we'll see kind of sprinkled throughout.
One little trick we have here, you'll see, is in this row, the seams are all pressed that direction. In the next row, they go the opposite direction, and then back to this side again, so that when you go to sew those rows together, they're going to nest up against one another. And when you get your seams
opened up,
pressed open, you'll see you have perfect little corners there. So once you've made your top section, your bottom section, join them to the center, add your borders, and you're done.
Exactly. A quick and easy kids quilt, donation quilt. Have fun with those stripes. Thanks for joining us today.
To see more of our videos, go to video.fonsandporter.com.